I know that this is communist by accident, but it's probably not going to be communist in a couple days.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
The accidental communist nation of...
Communist.
The communist. This is the communist state of the Arborante.
Sam.
Yes.
Congratulations to the Communist Republic of Arborante.
This is not a republic. This is like city that so happened to be communist.
Shut up.
Anyways, box continue.
All right. Oh, there's Nilla. I just want to make sure that Nilla's here.
So.
Yeah, deaf. She's deaf, so I'm not sure about this.
Okay.
Oh, Nilla, you're fucking. You're deafened.
No. Vanilla.
She won't
Yeah,
speak,
bruh.
but she can...
Fucking bird piss.
That's classic vanilla.
What?
That's a classic vanilla line
That's
right
actually
there.
classic vanilla right there.
What?
Classic vanilla.
Really?
Piss.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Classic vanilla.
Everybody but Elijah's here, but this doesn't really affect Elijah, so it's not like it matters.
Let me message him.
We're fine.
Alright. So everybody, this fucking music, thank you. Alright. Okay, so, hello everybody, welcome to the first ever erection debate of the city of Arborante. I'd like to thank everybody for coming here, meeting at the town hall. So, as you know, the incidentally communist state of the municipality of Arborante is being moved on. I have decided that I don't necessarily think I want to burden the responsibilities of this place, and I want to pass on this great state to a worthy successor. I have here two candidates who wish to succeed in the election, and these two people are Ragdollar0221. You may introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Rag. I'm a 16-year-old kid. I haven't been super active of lately, but I used to be pretty active. While in Box's absence, I have been in charge of Boxco, or at least the construction aspect of Boxco, and during my time as basically the main manager of the company, we started work on Hotel Ravine, but during my management, I started work on a pool, and I got a second trading tent built. And I hope we can do more with Boxco in the future. Can't wait.
All right, thank you, Ragdollars.
Oh, fuck.
Now, our next candidate, he's relatively newer compared to Ragdollars, but he is, in my opinion, I believe he is just as passionate. L the Swag Man on Twitch.tv, also known as L the Mystery Man. Please welcome this candidate to the election. Please introduce yourself.
Good luck.
Hello.
Oh Lord.
My name is L. I'm just 14, and I am relatively new. I was originally living on Swan Island, and I was originally in Boxco. I helped do part of Hotel Ravine, and I did have it was good in Boxco, but then I left recently to just be a solo man, and I haven't been online recently, but I decided to log on today, and this was again very unexpected. I am here now, and I decided to I wanted to run Spawn Island, and I think we can upgrade this place up a bit, and thank you.
All right,
House
thank
has a
you.
nice roof.
Thank you, L. Can we piss off about the roof?
The roof looks great. Whoever the roof. Thank you.
All right. Holy shit.
Gummy, Jesus, calm down.
Gummy agreed. Gummy,
We don't have any
thank you
rules
for
against
doing the
open
roof.
carry,
Highly appreciate it.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. All right. So
Shoots at the roof.
Right outside.
now we have met our candidates. I would like to open this debate by stating a few rules. Interruptions are allowed as long as a civil manner is kept. Things are not to be left in chaos. However, both parties should agree to whether or not one wishes to speak over them. Nonetheless, I would very much prefer if each individual were to not only remain civil, but are to greet each other as equals, as they are both running for this candidacy, and we don't want this to result in chaos, like someone's house getting fucking destroyed. sorry.
Oh,
Referencing individual there. Now, the forthcoming election debate will be discussing not necessarily any pressing issues on the state of Arborante, but it will be discussing the future. It will be discussing how you will manage the city, how you feel managing the city, and what you plan to do in the future to build and to further advance and create an even better Arborante than before. A safer Arborante and a far more developed Arborante. Some pressing issues will be discussed, some less prevalent than others. In essence, I guess this is sort of a bit of a pop quiz, but there are no wrong answers. The point of this debate is for the individuals who believe this may affect you, whether this be neighboring states or residents directly living in the municipality of Arborante. This is for them to develop an identity of what they would like to see of their candidates. So, without further ado, let us start this debate. Now, as much as you guys are improvising answers, I'm improvising questions. So expect some fuck ups from here on out. Okay? Pardon my French. All right. Starting once again with the order from south to north. I'd like to have Rag be the first person to answer this. What do you see in Arborante? And to preface this, when I started the city of Arborante, I had a couple of things in mind. I had salvation of humanity, a burst of color to greet people into the world of La Hero, and I also sought to create a lively and friendly neighborhood. There is no, at least under my administration, there was no control on capital, and there was no control on privatized land other than that of property you had leased for you to use. Mm-hmm. We all worked together in a communal and respectful manner. In essence, according to Gummy, this has essentially become an accidental communist regime, hence the introduction with this United Soviet Socialist Republic blasting in the background. No less. It is not my view that matters in this debate today. It shall be the view of what Rag believes, coming right now. What the fuck? Are you killing a...
I'm sorry.
Come on, iPatch.
Why did you kill that horse, you cruel son of a bitch?
Just mean.
That was...
He was annoying me, I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
But anyways,
Alright.
Shall I speak?
Alright, now, Rag Dollars. You may now give your view on what you would like to see Arborante as in your administration. Go.
Alright, let's see this.
When I think of Arborante, I think of less of one control given to one person. I see it more as a community of people that just come together and we live and we have fun. But the one thing that sticks with me, at least from my first day on the actual server, is generosity. We don't just sit back and when someone new's on the server, we don't just sit back and, let them suffer or struggle and work their way up. We help them, we give them, I know I've given some people beds, I think I've given some people tools or weapons or armor or whatever. So, in my opinion, it is people that come together to live in peace and at least make way for the new people, so that they can get off on their feet with a good start instead of have to struggle and lag behind everybody else. So that's what I think of when I think of Arborante. People working together for generosity and kindness.
All right, is that all $?
Yeah, that's everything for me.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.
Now I would like to hear twitch.tv/LTheSwagman's perspective.
Oh god, I'll be right there.
Yes. All right. So, my first experience on the Minecraft server, I remember most of you were there, including Ragdollars, and you guys gave me diamond armor. You guys helped me build my first house. I remember as soon as I got on, I started building my first house, and we all had a great time. We were all just chatting into VC, and honestly, we all live here together. There's no war in Arborante. There's no fighting. We all live peacefully in our own houses.
Fighting, hey.
We have our own farm. We have
I just got kicked off for being idle for too long. Don't worry.
as I was saying, we all share things here. I mean, we all follow rules. We all get along here. I see Arborante is just a place where new people can come in. They can build a house here, and all the people who are online at the time, they can help them. For example, build their house, give them stuff to be equal with everyone else, and they can all just have fun and do their own stuff here. And they don't have to. You could be solo man here, like how I was. I did leave box, and I was just being a solo man. I mean, I was living in my own house, working on my own stuff. And yeah, I think we're all here in Arborante to have fun and work together to just live our lives.
All right. Thank you, the Swagman. I'd like to thank both our candidates for their perspectives. However, I would like to now ask to both of the candidates, are there any positions that you would like to discuss on to each other, or do you believe we should move on to our next topics?
When you mean roles or in positions, you mean like other people?
What do other people believe in these? What are things that you would rebut,
Oh,
or would you rather keep it, keep it how it is and move on?
When I think of it more of, like I said, I feel like it's more of a community than one person holding power. So maybe not like a mayor type thing, but maybe like one person with like a council of a few people in town.
Yeah.
That's not entirely what I meant by that, but all right. I meant like a cross-examination. Anyways, let's just move on to the next topic, because there isn't really much that you can cross-examine when you're just talking about personal views of what you think this is.
What is this, Phoenix goddamn right?
Well, I mean, that's how debates work, Hi Patch. Yeah, rebut. Anyways, let's see. What's the next question I could ask? All right. When I started on this municipality, I did not necessarily run on any capital, as I believe that labor and generosity would be the main way that people would trade. However, with the forthcoming capital revolution, I suppose, with cities such as Athos and the developments of trading and other such operations, it seems that capitalism and what have you are starting to make a comeback. It's an awful way to word it, I suppose. but the prevalence is starting to return. In the future of Arborante, how would you handle businesses? This includes, people that would start up a store here, or what have you. I was strict about my capital, but as I have, began to move on, I've realized that perhaps maybe people should have the freedom to do such systems. What do you candidates believe? As you have both brought up generosity as a major factor into the upbringing into Arborante. $?
Oh, so I start? Okay.
Yep.
So when I think of, like, an idea that I think would work pretty well is there are all of these other areas with different things. Like, Finn, you've got pumpkins, right?
Yes, that I do.
So I'm thinking maybe we could build somewhere over near the villagers and stuff like that, where there was that trading center. We could put in tiny stalls, like a farmer's market, for anybody in both Arborante or around the server to come and maybe sell goods, or if you've got a load of one thing, you can sell that there. Or you can do something like what I did with my cafe. You can build up something and have a more permanent residence. But if you just want to sell something for a short period of time, or you're just looking for a small place to sell stuff, I think a farmer's market might be a good idea to put in place for access for basically everybody on the server.
All right. Will that be all reg dollars?
Yep, that's everything for me.
All right. Thank you. Elle, do you have anything to say about reg dollars positions, or would you like to discuss your own position now?
Nothing to say about rag dollars, but I would like to discuss my own. So,
All right. Elle, the mystery man, go.
earlier before this, I did do a trade with Elijah for my feather falling books for 20 iron. So what I was thinking is maybe the same thing with like a little shop area on maybe close to the treehouse area, maybe near there, where we can just input like where you can like maybe trade like valuables for enchantment books, like how I did with Elijah, but instead it was the opposite. I gave him the books and he gave me 20 iron. So I was thinking of maybe inputting that, and I was also maybe thinking of the farm. It could stay public up there, and maybe we could fix that because I did check that out on top of the mountain, and maybe we can fix that up.
It was very messed up.
Oh yeah, the mountain
Yeah,
with the
it was.
balls that were just floating. Right.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't really
Forgot about
looking too hot. It wasn't really looking too hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Reg dollars. Do you have anything to discuss with Elle regarding his position, or would you like to move on?
No, it sounds pretty good to me.
All right. Now, to move on to the next topic before we start working into pressing issues and where we would eventually begin to start settling.
Well,
I guess wins the election. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right.
Let's go.
I'm just messing. It's another idle AFK. And we should probably start moving around just for just so Chernoff doesn't get pissed. But anyways, okay. So our next topic. As you know, Arborante is the merging of 3 different areas and biomes. The spawn of La Hero is on is in an intersection between 3 biomes: the bog and swamp biomes, the dark oak biomes, and the birch biomes. With Alec recently creating an artificial spruce biome, and me shitting all over Finn's former location before leaving. but no less, Arborante is in translation is the harbor front of the trees. However, the dock area that was planned for Arborante in the bog and swamp area, and the trading center in the birch forest never came to fruition. What are your plans for these districts? Would you like to make any changes? And what exactly do you believe of these themes? What do you want to do in the future with them?
Who's starting?
Yep. This it doesn't matter. I don't care if you change the districts around. You can be conservative. You can be liberal about it. I don't care. Just give me your views on the themes of Arborante, the 3 biomes.
So, I've always really enjoyed the idea of the 3 biomes. I always thought that was a very smart idea. I'd probably, if I was to do, the first thing I'd want to do is I'd tear down at least these big spruce trees, because they're kind of annoying. And I'd probably replace them with, like, dark oak, because when I think of the residential area, I think of the dark oak. Business or trading, I think of the birch. I don't know much about the actual, like, regular oak in the swamp area. I don't know much about that. But maybe I can find something for that. Maybe that can be, something else. I don't really know right now. But with how the actual sections are sectioned off now, I actually don't mind it. I actually think it's quite nice to have it at least sectioned out very evenly. And I don't really think I'd change much about the actual biomes. But I'd probably try to make sure that the naked birch forest stays healthy.
I forgot that's what that was called.
I didn't want that to die, so
Yeah.
I probably
All right.
put a little more controversial. But yeah, all for me.
Okay. Elle, do you have any comments?
No.
All right, Elle.
I also
you're-
agree with the spruce trees. When I first joined the server, I saw dark oak wood houses, and I thought, oh, that's like the general theme of Arborante. Obviously, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really have to be that way. But when I first joined, I saw dark oak houses, and I'm like, oh, cool. Let's stick with that theme for now. So, but the spruce trees are also. It kind of sticks out, I guess.
There
But
we
like,
go. So as a former resident, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
You'll see the purpose of the spruce trees soon enough. All right, thank you.
You're just trying to make the ground look like shit.
Well, you know what?
that is true.
You know what? That's part of my
The
my reason for
ground, yeah,
that.
the ground does kind of.
Oh,
look
right.
But you'll see in due time why I have done that.
Wait a second.
All right. That actually leads into an issue. Whether or not it's an issue is what we're going to discuss. People can take an opposition. People can take an agreement to this. It does not matter. However, now, across from Arborante, right on the border, which pisses me off. All right, right on the border, so it's not even in any jurisdiction. Alec has created a spruce tree house that is not. We don't have any jurisdiction whatsoever to even consider it a part of Arborante. But to me, I think it's an eyesore. What do you think of the sudden creation of a spruce forest amidst the birch forest biome to which Arborante resides within the west? Ragdollars?
In my opinion, that that little spruce forest he made is absolutely hideous. It doesn't match with the birch at all. It's just gross.
And what would you do about it if you could do anything about it?
If I could do anything about it, because it's not in my jurisdiction, I can't do anything about that without kind of like breaking borders and treaties and possibly starting wars. Which I don't want. I don't want to start a war over breaking spruce trees. But
I mean, I've almost started wars over less.
if I could, I would
Yes,
probably
yes,
take the, I would take
yes, you did.
I would take the spruce trees down, probably replace it with birch, and I'd let some of the actual building be spruce, but I'd probably recommend that the giant.
Vanilla.
Fuck!
Vanilla.
Wait!
Vanilla.
My keyboard's not working. But
Did she jump off of the fucking... Where was she?
Maybe that's her opinion on the spruce trees. I seriously think that's her opinion on the spruce trees.
Alright.
Yeah.
She spoke for me. Come on, Vanilla.
The thing I would do is I would make sure
All
I get rid
cats
of the actual spruce trees. I don't mind the actual build itself. The build
Oh yeah, the build is beautiful.
is beautiful,
Yeah.
but the trees around it I think need to be converted to birch.
Yeah.
And if we
Okay.
I wouldn't want to move the spruce to actual dark oak because I feel like
Dummy.
dark oak in the middle of a birch forest is not going to look any better.
Alright. L. Comments?
Yep.
And if not, carry on with what you believe on the topic.
No comments.
Alright, carry on.
Again, I agree with Ragdoll. I mean, I seriously think we should get rid of the trees. It's not like he's gonna update his house. I mean, it looks great as it is. I mean,
Wow.
that seriously, the house does look great as it is. I mean, he's a great builder. He built another tree house somewhere around here, and he lent it to someone else, which is very kind of him. And
Yeah.
I don't know what
Is
that
that
is,
up?
but okay.
Alright.
Is that all?
I'm like, wait, what?
I'm sorry, we got caught off guard there.
Alright, what's up?
I got potato. Oh.
Same.
Alright.
So what's up? Wait, is that it? Wait, what just happened?
She's making it rain with potatoes, so I wanted to
Oh.
watch.
Okay. Should we just move on then? I guess.
Sure. Thank you, Vanilla.
So-
Thank you, Vanilla.
Thank you, Vanilla, for the potatoes.
Yeah. That was great. That was great.
It was great. Yeah.
Absolutely glorious.
Hell.
All right. Enough about the potatoes and enough about the treehouse. Though this next topic will actually concern what you people believe Arborante should, what position it should take politically. And this concerns expansion. Now, let me provide to you a theoretical world. The hypothetical is that Arborante has completely filled up all of its space. The residential district has totally filled up along the north. The east dock area has been completely filled up with different little fishing outposts and all of that, and all the docks and all that are done. You go west, it's completely filled with trading outposts and different little shops and restaurants. There's no more space left. However, let's say more people begin to join. 3 to 7 people may potentially be joining in the future, and let's say they need a residence, right? How do you deal with that? Do you start to, do you just keep Arborante how it is, or do you expand? And the issue with that is that you've got 3 properties all surrounding us. You've got Rosani along the dock, which is a city owned by, Eye Patch, of course. You've got the Spruce Treehouse over there, right? And you've got, right? And then you've got the mountain as provided by Michael.
The man.
Now, let's say you want to expand, but you're going to have some really fucking weird borders because of these spots.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to take a progressive, negotiative, or even, annex certain areas surrounding in order to expand Arborante, or would you be more conservative and keep it how it is? Ragdollars.
Well, the one thing that I remember saying about what my thoughts of Arborante is a place for new people to have a community and get things or find a place and settle in. If we would truly be running out of space, there is one place we can technically expand to that's not taken. All over the way over these hills, past the spruce trees, over this mountain over here, over the farm, there is more dark oak. We could build a bridge over there, and then we could clear out some land. That land's not taken, plus the dark oak, it mixes in with our actual residential area section. So we can clear out some wood there and maybe make some cabins for people. So if I was to think to expand, I wouldn't try to debate with people or negotiate, oh, you can give up some of your land for this, when those people won't have to give up their land, and I can just take a little bit more so that we can have more residents and more space.
All right. Elle, any comments?
No comments.
What is your position, Elle?
So if I were to expand to Roseni and all the other places that are surrounding Arborante, I would, of course,
You'd
ask...
cause a huge fucking war. That's what you would do.
Eye Patch, please. The communal question and answers thing hasn't started.
Sorry, but this is involving my nation, so I get a bit...
No, it doesn't involve you. This is a debate between our candidates. You get to discuss later.
What do you think?
You get to discuss later.
I'm
Elle,
sorry.
continue.
Of course, I would ask Eye Patch and the owner of the treehouse and everyone else around if I would expand, but I am not going to expand because, of course, I know for a fact that Eye Patch is not comfortable with expanding Roseni and merging Roseni and Arborante. Eye Patch. And I know they're not comfortable with merging Arborante and Roseni together, right, Eye Patch? Take from.
Correct.
Yes. So I probably would not merge the two together. I would probably try my best to find areas to expand, but not near the Roseni or near that area, because I know I'm gonna have to ask the treehouse man first if he is comfortable with that. But I know Eye Patch is not comfortable with that.
All right. So now that covers the annexation. Right dollars, do you have any comments?
I did, but they completely left my head, so I'm fucked off.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Next question. This is something that's been fucking pissing me off for a while. Makes me want to smash my head through a window. Everybody keeps fucking hurting each other, shooting each other, and fucking pissing on each other's faces. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you guys. You keep attacking each other. Alright? Making me pissed off. Okay? You guys are making me pissed off, dummy.
Dummy specifically.
The arm on
And eye patch. Don't think that you're innocent in this. Okay?
I never said
Now all this assault is pissing me off, okay? But if you look at other nations like Rosani, where there aren't necessarily any rules, do you guys believe that there should be a greater legislation to Arborante to ensure some kind of peace, or on the contrary, ensure some kind of anarchy? Right dollars.
So, I think there should be some basic rules, not anything like you need to pay a tax, or you must only live in this area, you must live specifically like this, or this, or this. I don't want to impede on any freedoms, I don't want to impede on anything. I just want to make sure that the people of this nation are safe. So, I would probably put in, like I said, it's more of a community. I'm going to quickly move around so I don't go idle. But, when it comes to the actual thing, I want it to be more like a council to join me, and that can be me plus the legislation, and we can make slight rules, or if I'm like, hey, does this sound like a great idea, I can bounce it off of people to make sure I'm not ruining this nation for everybody else other than myself. So I think some basic rules and the ability to put in amendments in case we find there's a loophole or if there's something that needs to be fixed or patched in the actual law system, because we might not get it right the first try. So a council with me to work together to make the laws and at least enforce them. But yeah, that's the one thing I want to do to try to keep peace in the nation, because I'm tired of that guy killing me. That one I won.
Which one?
This one.
All of the above?
Oh,
Give you
boy.
a potato to shut up.
The one right
My murders don't.
Holy
usually
shit! Can you
interact.
guys shut up?
Here's the thing. I will just be sitting, like, doing nothing. I'll be in my house, maybe smelting something, and then all of a sudden, I'm
And then-
just getting killed by
Then rat
Gummy.
collars were dummy.
Oh man, Gummy.
Gummy is just like an assassin with no leader. He does what he wants.
So he's just a serial killer then?
Just a serial killer.
God, you're more of a war criminal than I am.
I mean, look
I'm
at
gonna
that
sue you
mess.
for libel, man. I do not remember that example that you just pulled up. I think you made that one up.
How many
Yeah,
of
well,
those?
maybe not smelting. I couldn't think of anything specific. But, like, that was the other day. Me and Box were online, and I was, like, looking at the trees, and you just started shooting me from a distance.
Just to add on to this, I was on once and I
What
remember
the fuck,
Gummy
Patch?
just, like fucking killing Rag like 5 times in a
And here's the
Spanish.
thing. I went to defend
Shut
myself,
up.
and I went to defend myself against this man, and he combat logged to do chemistry.
Wait.
Jesus Christ, this is like a court confession now. Okay, you can chill out on that. I take the point you're
I'm
trying
gonna
to
sue you
make.
for libel, man.
But the
later.
thing is I'd want to make it so that the people of Arborante feel safe against Gummy. I don't want them just dying.
Just arrest Gummy. Arrest Gummy.
No! Piss off, Finn!
Gummy's not a part of
Alright.
the nation. We have no right to arrest him.
Hey, I passed the
Make
punch
sure
me.
that the people of
What
Arborante
the
and my
fuck?
city are
You
safe.
stop punching each other.
So I'd put in laws or rules to help against Gummy or anybody else who's deciding to attack people, at least in our borders.
Alright.
No, guys, there's a cat at the door.
What?
The cat's starting to run away, but there's a cat at the door.
What? I thought you said there was a caterpillar. Okay,
No,
whatever.
it's a cat.
Alright, so Elle, do you have any comments to make while he's outside chasing a cat for some reason?
No. No.
Okay. Then you can provide your your future plans for legislation and what you think Arborante should start to peer towards in political views. Ragdoors, can you get your ass back in here?
Trying to get the cat to feed. There we
Oh
go.
my
Come on.
god.
Come
He just
on.
wants the cat.
What the hell?
Oh my god. I don't want a cat in my. Oh my. Whatever. Alright.
There
So,
you go. It'll be freed.
obviously, I don't want war to. Honestly, I don't want war breaking out on Arborante because,
course.
again, like we said beforehand, that this is a safe place where everyone could just have fun and build their own houses and they can just live life as a community.
Right.
But, like, if people start destroying houses or killing people, like over and over and over again, then I was thinking of maybe. Oh my god. I was thinking of building an extra house. Like, I would consider it a safe house where I will probably be living in. And
Fucking safe space.
You can come live with me, and if you're not feeling safe around others, like for example, like Ragdoll with Gummy, if you're not feeling safe around others, then you can always come live with me, and I'll make sure Gummy doesn't. I mean, he's allowed to enter, but like I'll make sure Gummy does not kill you or.
Hold up.
Why is Gummy just a terrorist in everybody's eyes? Everybody's just fucking treating him like he's some kind of like FBI's most wanted or some shit.
You're acting like he isn't.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Ow, ow,
Yeah, I'm
ow.
gonna make it a law in Gumsland that you have to kill ragdollers.
Alright, that's
Don't make it Rag specifically. Make it specifically the current mayor of Arborante.
No, please put the sword away.
Now on the sword.
Alright, Ragdoors, do you have any comments on L's positions?
I do. Elle, where do you live? Where's your house?
I used to live right next to here, but I am currently living with Eye Patch.
He doesn't even live here.
It's a temporary measure.
It is temporary. I did promise Eye Patch that. He promised me that.
So
What
you're
the
just
fuck's
going
on
to
out there?
So you're gonna build a safe house that you will specifically live in?
Yes. If I do become the mayor here, I will move out and I will build a house here ASAP, in case people feel as if they're being.
And so it's basically it's a safe house that you'll live in and you'll basically rent it out to people.
Sure.
I feel like the safe house would be more like something that's always available to people. I mean, I know it could always be available, but when I think of safe house, I wouldn't think of someone living in it, or maybe like a witness protection, like staying in it for a little bit. But
Yeah, they can
maybe
live in
not
it for a short amount of
permanently
time.
yeah, I just feel like it would be weird if you just lived in it though, as like your home.
Is that your position, Rag? You just think that it's kind of weird?
The designated survivor stays in a safe house. He doesn't live there.
I don't know. I just kind of find it weird that you're like discussing legislation by saying, "Oh, it's kind of weird." It's kind of weird.
It doesn't matter. Continue with the question. That's all my comments.
All right. That's enough in terms of issues that necessarily affect Arborante. We'll have one more section before the Q&A. So one section is, of course, what's a debate without some mudslinging? So everyone just shit on each other. Come on, go ahead, fucking
Just like
earn your respect by beating the shit out of each other with words.
You stink and your red eyes are really weird to look at. And like
Come on, throw some accusations in there. Throw some.
Your goggles make your head look small.
Your outfit literally looks like you took it out of 2010. Good lord.
You have 175 deaths from Gummy. I mean, come on, he's got diamond armor over here.
How about some political accusations, some political statements? Some political accusations, come on.
Chat on like the floor out there.
He doesn't live in the nation. His house got defiled, and instead of rebuilding it, he just moved out and moved away. What kind of mayor would leave his citizens behind?
Ted Cruz?
You want
Hey, at least I'm not one to have an affair with Bucks.
What? He's my dad!
Now, I will let you know that Box. Now, I'll let you know that Box is my child. You don't have an affair
He's
with
my dad, you bitch!
What are you talking about? Oh my god!
Alright, that's enough for the mudslinging. You know what? Leave my family out of this. Okay. Alright. Now it's time for a Q&A. Everybody's open to ask questions and talk now.
All right. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, why do you hate me?
I was using it as an example, Gummy. I apologize.
Gummy. Here's the thing, Gummy. I don't hate you. Actually, it's just it gets a little bit annoying with the murder. But I will tell you one thing: you are an incredible builder. Your Gumsland is amazing. The Church of Kevin, which you built, is another amazing thing. Almost everything all of the really, really cool builds on the server mainly come from you. So you're a great person. It's just you kill me every now and then.
Yeah, Gummy. I apologize for using you as an example. It's just but I do like to thank you for your efforts for helping to attempt to rebuild my house even when it was like completely gone. Like, thank you for that. You're really helping out. I can't take Box seriously. Thank you.
Although there is one thing, is the fact that, Gummy, you're taking people from our nation and moving them to your land.
What the fuck? This is my decision to make to go there.
There was rat as well.
Wait a second, that sounds a bit tyrannical. That sounds a bit tyrannical.
I'm not. I wasn't being serious with that. But
oh, okay.
Gummy, I applaud your effort. You even helped us with the Hotel Ravine. So thank you. You've done a lot for this nation.
Agreed.
So
can I get a round of applause for Gummy Dragon, also known as Nanor?
Yo, Gummy!
I'm not gonna lie, I think that was just the sound of like Finn just like slapping his balls against his desk.
Yes, it was.
Alright, any other questions for our candidates?
Yes, I would like to ask a question to both of our candidates.
Okay.
What do you see as the economic value of Arborante, and do you believe that it is lesser than, say, Gumsland or Athos, for example? If you think it is lesser, do you plan to make it?
So wait, your question is, what do we think is the value of this?
The value of this city in money. And what are your thoughts on that assumed value?
We'll talk about in, I guess, diamonds, I guess. I'm not very good when it comes to actually pricing things. But if I could go, I guess I could go more or less. Then Athos, I might say less for the fact that, or no, more than Athos, because for the fact that Athos has a building and a super smelter in the beacons, yes. It has no residence, it has no residential housing. While our area does both residential housing and it has business for trade, like the cafe, and we will build more trading areas. But the Gumsland, I think, might be more than us for the fact that the actual building techniques and some of the stuff is actually way better. But Athos is still very important because I use your super smelter.
Because I use your super smelter.
Well, it's not really mine. I have a larger one at my base, so feel free to continue using mine.
And then the whole thing of Rosalia, there's not much value to it.
I'm sorry, wait, what? I'm sorry, wait, what did you call it?
Eye patch, please.
I might not.
It's Rosalia. It's Rosalia.
To be fair, Eye patch doesn't know how to speak English, so like.
It's Rosetti, come on, man.
But the thing is the value of it isn't as much as, I guess, Arborante, for the fact that it's got 2 residents, and it's just some trees that are connected by an underground, like, mine or whatever. There's not much to it.
True.
Well, Arborante, look, you guys might have cool houses and stuff like that. We've got the Moby Mini.
Actually, good point. Good point.
I so bad want to break down that goddamn thing, but
I'd like to give a round of applause to Elijah for the Moby Mini.
Yeah!
All right. Okay. Now, Elle, your position on this.
So, Arborante. Again, I'm also not good with pricing.
Just say more or
I'd
less.
say Gumsland is a great place. But in order to make this place better, I do say the cafe isn't really who's been working at the cafe?
I own the cafe. I'm the only employee at the moment.
Has anyone visited the cafe?
I have.
Me and I had some coffees the other day.
I mean, if you go down below, you get a lot of sales going, you know?
I.
Which, by the way, Finn, we've got to talk at some point, because I need pumpkins for pumpkin pies.
This fucking cat.
Yeah. Yeah, we can make a deal on that.
We can spend.
Let's talk afterwards.
I just want to let you know what we're gonna make a deal on is going to be fully confidential.
Got it. I'm on it.
You will be by law called an accomplice.
Who the fuck?
I'm sorry, it's just the cat looks really funny.
What?
I'm sorry about
Stop
that.
it! Oh my god.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
And also, I will work on expanding the trade center over that way near Vanilla's house.
All right.
I'm planning on expanding that, and again, he's dead. He's dead.
What?
Oh my god.
Are you okay, sir?
Can you not? Put the guns down.
Are you okay, sir?
I pulled it out for us.
Someone get this man a hospital. I'm gonna have to build that.
Oh,
Okay,
fine.
can we chill it? Chill it. Chill it.
Hey,
Oh, you scared
what are you
me.
doing?
All right. So the question, Elle, you have anything else to say?
Nothing really.
All right. You say you're bad at pricing. Honestly, like, I traded 8 gravel for a block of diamonds. So.
Yeah. True.
All right. Any other questions for our candidates?
Oh,
have
he
a
still
question for the
has a
candidate.
block of diamonds.
I
have a
one
question for
last
the
question
candidates.
both.
All right.
What is
Shoot.
it?
Last.
Well, I'll go. Wait, who's first? Wait.
I patched
you-
it.
Wait, who's asking questions? Who's got questions?
I patch.
Okay, I patch. Go.
One last question from me. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
What?
You're
What did
gonna
he?
Yes.
repeat that. What?
Yes.
What did he just say?
Pineapple on
Pineapple on
pizza,
pizza.
yes.
Yes! Yes! Dude, pineapple and ham on pizza? Oh, that's
Okay.
a glorious pizza.
Question for the candidates.
That-
Question
that
for the
is all.
candidates. No, that's
Actually,
horrible.
you know
but
what?
question for
Nilla, I'll actually consider it. Maybe I'll try it sometime.
I will consider that too. I do have watermelon in the refrigerator.
Oh shit! Can you pass me some?
Let the gummy
Yeah.
let the gummy talk.
Okay, so this
Wait.
affects this half of the room. What is your plans for intercity relations? As if you win, you'll be a mayor, and then you'll be involved in the politics of mayoral citizenships. What are your plans for that? How are you going to treat other cities?
Really good question.
Other cities and other mayors are also people as well, so I would treat you guys with the utmost respect, of course. I also see you guys as my friends, so I'm not going to be rude to other people. Plus the fact that I don't want to end up going to war, so I'd be very up for communication and trade. And maybe if we all want to work together, we can all finish the actual like trains and put in railway cars and stuff like that down at the bottom. So to actually link everything up instead of just warps and going to Gumsland and being told look down and avoid dying on lily pads.
Down, bitch.
But besides that, I would, when it comes to intercity or town relationships, I think that it's very important to keep you guys as friends and close allies, and to work with you guys with whatever you need, or if I need something or whatever, because I see you guys as my friends.
All right. Elle?
That's not personal.
So I haven't really picked a fight with any of you here except for Finn with the house thing, but that was something stupid, and that was in the past. But
Close your
All of you
eyes.
guys are, again, my friends. I don't plan on going to war with any one of you. I mean, it's just a waste of time and effort. I will treat all of you equally. And I was actually thinking the same thing Ragdoll was just thinking. I was planning on finishing the track because I noticed over by the public chess area that there's just a track and it's not really finished. So I was planning on finishing the track, and then it will connect from Spawn to Athos to hopefully Gumsland. And Box, I've heard you wanted a dock near Hotel Ravine, but it's not going to be like
Not near Hotel.
Oh yeah, the area where the Hotel Ravine dock and also where Alex Treehouse is where we were planning to make an oak forest swamp fishing area for selling fish and what have you. It's generally a dock.
Yeah, I could contribute to making that. I mean, it's not obviously going to be a part of the hotel.
Yeah. Now, the thing though with Arborante is as long as you maintain the theme, I'm satisfied, but you don't need to make a dock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can also just ask Boxco and we can work on it for you.
True. That
If
is
I'm mayor,
indeed
I
true.
guess, owner of Boxco, I could just make them.
But
Yeah, Box. Well, does anybody else have any questions? Because it wasn't Box asking these questions.
Any
Anybody else? Nilla, you got anything? Elijah, Finn?
I have no questions, but I will refrain from asking them.
Yo, you can ask Joe questions. It just makes this more entertaining.
Yeah, you can just ask away.
Actually, I have one that's legitimately curious.
Okay.
I'm legitimately curious about. What are your guys' stance on Rosetti, anyways? Just legitimately curious.
Well, when it comes to me, I haven't really been active for like what, a month
True.
or so.
A
So I
month
don't
or
really know much about it. But if it's something that makes you happy, I say go for it. It's a place for you and your friends to also just get together and have fun, similar to how we do in Arborante. So I think, yeah, it's fine. Go for it.
Except with the less laws, as in there is.
As long as you're not coming into our territory and destroying and killing people.
No.
Well, to be completely honest, Patch, you've come into our territory and caused numerous fights frequently, and it's
That
getting
is true.
annoying.
But if we are to do something, I'd hope for a peaceful communication of power, and then we'll all be fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, Rosetti is just a place where
I'm just
iPatch can
really quickly
live in.
pick my weed back up off the floor.
Al, your thoughts?
Oh, I don't want to go idle over here. So, obviously, iPatch, again, I'm not merging Arborante with Rosetti. I'm not forcing you to live here. I'm not forcing you to do anything. If you want to live on Rosetti with, no, like, government, no nothing, like, honestly, I don't care what you do with Rosetti. In here, we're talking about Arborante, but you can do what you want to Rosetti. It's just honestly just a separate community over there, and I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm not really.
Good.
It's your own place.
Just wondering.
Have a ball over there.
Like
just
the
don't
future,
cause violence over here.
Yeah, I'll try not to. I'll try not
Thank you,
to.
sir. Thank you, sir.
But yeah, I was just asking for like later on for whoever wins this.
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
All right.
I have one last question.
Okay.
All right.
Ask away.
What do you, the candidates for mayor, think on the imprisonment of criminals?
Oh.
It's really up to what they do. I mean, what extent? Like,
incarceration.
With the whole thing is, if they're really a criminal to the point that we have to imprison them, they're just gonna warp out of the prison.
Oh wow.
That is indeed true. I mean, it's really. I mean, we can't really do anything about imprisonment since there's warps on the server.
Yeah, so I think the whole thing is we wouldn't do. It would be less. iPatch, can you not hurt Gummy, please?
I didn't even mean to hit him that way. I meant to hit him.
But either way, maybe not imprisonment, but maybe if it's one of the people in our city that's causing problem for either our city or your city, just let us know and we can do something with exile or some kind of punishment of some kind that still works with the actual server instead of worse. Because no one wants to hop on the server and be left in a cell.
I mean, I don't know.
Not be able to do anything,
To break out my hand.
especially when, like you said, they can just work out. So I think that if there was going to be some type of capital punishment, maybe like exile or sent to a different location or some type of punishment, like they must do this or must do something else.
Kill on sight, the spot on the land, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe we can just have an execution. We don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, given theoretically, this is just a thing for in the future. And given theoretically we were to do incarceration, this is something I've
It's
been
really
meaning
up to the extent. I mean,
this is something I've been
How
meaning to
far they go.
discuss with Finn for a while. But in terms of if you're at war or if you're incarcerated, warps will basically be like fail RP, I suppose. It's not like it's like a slap on the wrist, basically. It's not like we give a shit. But it's just something to avoid, messing around with things that would be otherwise entertaining.
To break this, I have considered the idea of axing the warps system completely. The only reason why I've been keeping it is just because it's hard to travel to some places like Athos without the rails built.
yeah.
So once we build
I
the
will
rails,
try my
we can
best
completely
to
get rid of
finish
the
the rails. Yeah.
Yeah,
But the whole thing
finishing
with-
the-
Well, the thing is, my plan was we keep it, we have the warp system for a while. Once we have ways to transport ourselves everywhere easily, I would take the warp system, but it seems everyone's gotten really used to it, so that may just come up in like a survey or something, or I might discuss it with Box in the future, but
Yeah.
for now we're keeping the warp
I
system.
understand. Hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
But to continue this theoretical,
But
to
just
continue on this theoretical, say that they could not warp and they could not slash home. Say they could actually be put in a cage. Would you consider it then?
Yes.
I
it
would-
really, really is up to the extent on what they do. I mean,
Stupid ass analogy. Put in a cage. It's like Donald Trump.
put in a cage.
if you're saying like
Put
an
Mexican
actual,
kids in
like,
there.
if we can actually imprison them, maybe not for a whole time, because let's just say like if the person's gonna pop on the server, they're gonna get really bored just sitting still.
Yeah, and then they're gonna get
they're not
bored.
gonna have any fun, and they're not gonna want to come back to the server. So maybe for a little bit of time, or like for an entire like in real life day or something like that. Good lord.
That's taken out. That message was taken out of context. I said that as a criticism of Trump.
We're gonna get fucked.
But yeah, if I could put them in prison, probably for a little bit, not for very long.
Alright, my next question is going to be an easy yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would child trafficking be illegal in Arborante?
Fuck are you talking
What
about?
the hell?
Would it be illegal or not? Like,
Well, it depends. How are you gonna child traffic?
Exactly.
No, put the sword away.
Theoretically, if I was selling children and Arborante was my basic
Eye patch?
operation, would it be illegal?
Child trafficking? What do you mean?
Would it be illegal?
Yes, it would be
Yeah.
illegal.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You
Yes, it would
fucking
be.
assholes!
Yes.
Stop shooting at each other. They have the right to ask questions, stupid or not.
I patch. Finn. No fighting. Oh my god. This is going wrong already.
I gotta do something important.
Gentlemen.
I gotta do something important.
What the fuck is
Gentlemen,
going
I'll
on?
handle this. Gentlemen.
I didn't even shoot him. That was Gummy. Gummy shot him.
This is fucking chaos. What are you guys doing?
Just
I am trying not to get caught by the law.
What? There is no law. It's just a bunch of
Finn, you can
assholes.
get back.
Come back.
Finn, you can come back now. All good. I patched his weapon away.
Oh, that's not what I'm concerned about.
Him.
What the
That is
shit?
not what I am concerned about.
Okay,
I
so
give
you
you
just asked a
a
question about child trafficking, so that's a thing.
Yep.
I give you a presidential reprieve of being arrested. Basically, we're not gonna arrest you for that.
You're not gonna get arrested for human trafficking?
Oh my
I
god.
mean,
You know who I'm voting for now?
no, that's. God damn it! I just wanted to find a way to get him back into this town hall. Okay,
Okay, so
Finn,
you're just
you may come back now. Everyone's
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 calmed
here,
down
everyone-
about your.
I
child.
had to go hide my children basement.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh right, I forgot. There's a children basement in Arborante, I think.
Anyways,
Oh,
does
Lord.
anybody else have any questions?
I do
Anyone?
have a question. we've seen acts of chaos in the server before, like with L's house, probably some other stuff I wasn't active for since I died.
The snowman. Remember the snowman you made? Does that
Oh
count?
my god, snowman.
That's harmless
I
chaos.
spent 2 days cleaning that up.
Me and
That's harmless chaos.
I will admit, me and iPatch cleaned that up, and that was minor. That was minor,
But
very
either
minor.
way,
Very minor, yes.
Continue.
So I do have a question. As what I believe to be the heart of the server, because people spawn here, how do you plan to preserve it? Like, with the chaos going on, how do you plan to keep that to a minimum? Like, just preserving the well-being of Arborante as a whole.
Elle, would you like
I
to
will
start
give them a
off?
warning at first, yes, of course. But if it does proceedingly get worse, I won't imprison them, but if they will start causing wars and like killing each other constantly, something will have to be done about that. Like, it's up to the extent on how often they do it, on how honestly, what they do to other people's buildings. Like, if other people's houses, like innocent people, like let's say, well, I don't want to do examples again, but if innocent people's houses are getting wrecked and killed, then the person who is killing them may have to be imprisoned because of, they're just living their life here. It's Arborante. They're just trying to build houses and have fun.
Yeah, so in my eyes, none of it should really be actually like a good thing. We shouldn't be like, oh, for this one you're just gonna get a small slap on the wrist, don't move on. I think that should be a tally system. Maybe if you get like 3 tallies, then imprisonment. Or if you get a 4th strike on your record, then something worse, and so on and so on.
There will be consequences.
But then again, that strikes to the fact of what if it's somewhat. So then we get into a weirder problem. What power do I have over others coming into my nation and destroying it? I guess if that was to come to thing, I would probably discuss with the person or the actual nation to cut off some type of tie of some kind to show a punishment.
Or lore.
But I would find some kind of way of punishment for it, but not like just straight off the bat, like, oh, you stole something and you destroyed this and this and this, or it's like it was just one-time thing. Then that should be fine as long as you don't do it again. But if it continuously happens, then yes, a punishment should be in order for that. And I think it would really depend on the severity of the acts. Like, because there's a difference between taking 1 iron ingot and burning someone's house.
Yes, there's extents.
All right. Any more questions from the community?
I have one, but not to the candidate.
Oh?
Oh?
So, will the voting remain anonymous?
The voting will be anonymous to... Okay, well, I will have to tally people's identities, obviously, so that votes aren't shitted. But I'm not going to be publishing the votes publicly. Whether or not you want to disclose you voted for somebody is up to you.
So,
All right.
Do we have to vote for the candidates, or can we vote for other people?
Wait.
yes, you gotta vote for the candidates.
Wait.
Well, there are no other third-party candidates that have been nominated.
Wait.
If there were other parties, then perhaps you could vote for them, I suppose. But
And
it goes to me first.
Wait, is the election tonight?
The election will not be tonight, but tonight I will be putting up a poll through the Google form, and you'll be able to just send in your votes over the next, I guess, 2 days.
Wait, but we haven't been given time to campaign. I haven't been able to tell people what else I want, like what I want to change or add or do anything.
This was indeed a pop quiz.
Well, I suppose this was kind of a pop quiz. All right, maybe the voting stuff won't happen tonight per se, but
I mean,
the little mail-in votes are going to be handed out tomorrow, I suppose.
So we've got time tonight. We can do very quick campaigns of running around and showing what we want to do.
Sure, whatever.
But
I guess you could, but it's...
Shall we go on a small little tour around Arborante, shall we?
Yeah, whatever. All right. So, before everybody leaves, I would just like to say thank you for attending this erection debate for Arborante. It's been an honor to have everybody here and come together and figure out the future of Arborante together. Best of luck to both of our candidates, and Godspeed. Evan,
Thank
now you
you.
may leave.
Thank you, Box.
All right.
Private.
Yep.
Private 3.
Private 3,
Okay,
Private
well,
3.
they can do what they want. I guess I can explain my basic things I want to do with this nation.
All
All
right.
right, I'm gonna end my recording now.
Are you gonna end your recording? I'll keep mine recording.
All right.
A recording? Oh boy.
Some of us have been recording, yes. So, well, one of the first things I want to do is if you follow me, right over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop in private 1 if anyone needs me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be there in a second so we can discuss this pumpkin deal. First thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these spruce trees. They don't really seem to fit. Plus, look at this podsole. This is disgusting. This is just hideous. I want to be able to get rid of this and replace it with grass. Another thing right over here real quick, if you follow me. If we follow this path to the tavern, you'll notice there's a dirt block here. That doesn't look good with the path. So the first thing, another thing I want to do is, because if we want to be able to fix this, which I can just do right now, show how great I am, we can...
Ooh. Wait a second. My sword's gone. May I have that back, please? Gummy?
What? Who has the sword?
Someone has my sword.
Diamond knockback sword? Right there.
No, that is. I do not have a diamond sword. I had. Yep.
Oh,
there
this
we
is my
go.
diamond sword. I'm done. Thank you, Gummy.
I love pressing Q instead of
Anyways.
W.
Over here, another thing that I'd want to do is, so basically pretty up the path, make sure they look good. Maybe I can add some fencing in or something like that. Probably not, though. But I'm going to do this one real quick because this is annoying me. But maybe make a little path into the actual house. That's one thing. I'd keep this here because, you know, it's almost always been here. Another thing, I don't want to get rid of the Moby Mini. The Moby Mini is glorious, but maybe we could expand it and make it taller, is what I'm thinking.
So it will no longer be the Moby Mini. There's a sheep in here.
Yeah, there's
We
been a
keep
sheep
How
for a
did a
while.
sheep get in here?
We keep it, right?
We keep it? Okay. Okay, well,
How
I'm
did he
not
even
stuck.
get in here?
Probably climbed. Well, can sheep
I'll be
climb
right there.
vines?
I don't know if sheep can climb vines.
Maybe potentially just spawned.
But
Okay,
I
I'm
think
back.
they have to spawn on grass blocks.
So, basically the first thing I want to do is to pretty up the town. Like, look at this hole here. This doesn't look very natural. It doesn't look very good. I'd want it patched up. Elle's house is an eyesore. This needs a lot of work done on it.
Yeah.
Over here, I kind of want to
Hey,
fix the googly eye a
That's
little
my
bit.
handiwork.
It's what?
Sorry, someone was trampling upon my handiwork.
Oh gosh. I kind of want to fix this eye a little bit. I put it the right way and then Gummy moved it. I would
Because it
want
makes
to...
it googly.
Yeah. So there's Box's house. That's going to stay. These are going to stay. I want to be able to add more books into this test because you can see these are free access for everybody to use.
Yeah,
But
I've been
there's-
taken from this.
There's some gaps. Yeah, I've been taken from it too. There are some gaps, and I also want to start filling this chest in here. If you come in here for a second. This
Is
chest
it
right
like a
here,
lapis chest?
It's supposed to have lapis. That 8 lapis is from my last mining excursion. I want to start filling that with more lapis, so give more materials to those trying to enchant.
Yeah.
Get rid of this gravel block. I want to keep the Church of Heaven, make sure I'm routinely going around and checking the paths to make sure they look nice. Then down here, my house looks kind of fine. I might make another flag or something, but that's more personal stuff. Farm, feeling great. Hotel Ravine, I want to finish this at some point. And then if you come over here, this hole is kind of weird.
Kind of weird.
We can totally patch this up, and this can be room for another residential area. Someone else's house.
Yeah. Is kind of weird like your slogan?
I guess so. It looks kind of weird. There's also this cobblestone here. This can be replaced with dirt. So basically the first things I want to do is... Also, there's this. This is disgusting. I hate this. It just looks weird.
Wait. What looks weird?
Over here, there's a giant just hole in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to be able to basically patch everything up, make things look a little bit prettier. We can always just cover this up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This, get rid of this. We don't really need it. And then if you'll come over here, this was where the we're putting villager trading centers.
Yeah. Is this where you plan to first expand Arborante?
Yeah, kind of. This is the trading. As you can see, there's these dotted lines on the ground. Do you see this? Around the outside?
Yeah.
This is where the villager trading is going to be. Remember how I talked about a farmer's market type situation?
Yeah.
I'd put the farmer's market probably right here, right next to the villager trading. In my opinion, it would still be birch, because when I think of the birch, I think of more commercial business. But we would put different things here and maybe different signs, like this is from Rosea, or this is from the Gums land, or this is from the pit, or this is from this or that, or different little shops that people just want to put up, or different little stalls for a farmer's market. I would put it here. Or if they want more permanent residents, we can build a shop right over here, right on this land up here. Free land.
Yeah.
There's Vanilla. Don't know why she's got obsidian on her head, but she does. Over here is my cafe, but if we get rid of this gravel, we can put more buildings here. We can put a more residential building, or not residential, a more commercial building right here. And then, let's say we go back to that box hypothetical where we've run out of room for people and we got new players.
Oh yeah, this is the area you've been speaking of in your debate.
Let's say, for example, we actually run out of room, which is going to be kind of hard because we've got this area, we have this area, we've got area over here and over there.
Yeah, we have a lot of room.
We have a lot of room for residential area, but for some reason, let's say we do run out of room. If you'll join me over this hill, you look down over there, you'll see. Do you guys see where I am? Over here, behind you. Right over here. Elijah, there you go. If you look over here, there's dark oak trees.
Yeah.
If we really need to expand the residential area past this, we can build a bridge across this lake, and we can start clearing out areas for residents to live. If we really run out of space.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Al.
Hello.
I was just running over in case we run out of, space in my expansion and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was also thinking, you know my house, how, Gummy, tried to rebuild it? I was thinking of maybe touching it up a little bit so that if anyone new comes in, maybe they can live there.
Oh, that's a great idea. You know I talked about a council thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we should talk about the council. I mean, I don't have residents per se in Arborante, and I don't know if that's a requirement or not.
I mean, I might have some people from other nations in the council. But the thing is for the actual council, I'd want it mainly to be Arborante residents, and maybe one person from another nation, so you guys can get outward opinions on this stuff.
Yeah.
But
the
thing is L, if I was to, let's say I become mayor, I would want you as my basically my vice president of the council, so that you can
same here.
Yeah. So here, let me get this sword out of my offhand, so I'm not through it. I threw it.
Oh, here, you want this back?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, I will say, I don't technically live in any nation. I just kind of live in the middle of nowhere.
If you'd like, we can find you a place in Arborante if you want to make residence.
Yes, indeed, we can.
I'm not good at building, but I can try.
Well,
Gummy? Maybe Gummy can help, if he's comfortable with it, of course.
If you want, there's also Boxco Construction Company. We can and we can help you build.
Definitely assistance, but yeah, I am interested in becoming part of the council just because,
we definitely need to pick up this farm. Holy crap.
If you become mayor, I mean, because, of course, if you become mayor with the council, I agree with union and, what am I working with?
I like the idea of a council. I'd love to be a councillor for that.
Yeah, I I like the idea of a council because you do get multiple opinions. It isn't just one opinion. Because obviously you can always listen to the voice of the people, but I think it amplifies it a little
Yeah,
bit.
it definitely.
Yeah, that and also it's fucking badass if you have a council. I don't know, something about it. Just a bunch of people sitting in a circle, talking to each other.
Yeah.
I'll speak to the council. Well, here's the thing. When I become, let's say if I become mayor, I don't want to say if/when, because that just sounds cocky and overconfident. And L, if you win, I will be very happy for you. Because
I will also be happy for you. You honestly deserve it.
yeah,
Oh, that's so cute.
You're doing great. I don't want to slander your office. I don't want to slander you. You're a great person.
No,
Yeah, the mudslinging bit was pretty funny though. That mudslinging was pretty funny though.
Oh, you mean during the debate where I just slandered him?
No, yeah. Well, it wasn't really slander. It was just like straight up insulting him and his family. and then you pulled out the whole bit with the affair. You didn't realize.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
I wouldn't want to run alone. I would want a council or a cabinet or administration, whatever you want to call it.
yeah.
People so that I can run this nation the way they want it run. Because I don't want to be a dictator.
Why do I have granite?
I want to be a representative. I want to be more like a president. Someone that they want to see in office and that they can look up to for advice or help.
Yeah.
And to run this well. So I'd want a few people who actually live in Arborante and some people who don't, so that I can, like I said, get an outward opinion. But if I become mayor, I will build probably a government building that's got like a table in the middle and stuff like that, so we can all sit down and talk. And in this government building, we might build a safe house in case something were bad to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone comes to attack the mayor, or like the mayor, or if someone else is really important, or someone that can be the safe house that Elle talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You should have a fucking bunker made of obsidian or something.
That would be badass.
pretty cool.
Could also probably change up the floors over here to not make it look like cow shit. Maybe someone can live over here, honestly.
Oh, I was trying to patch that up a little bit. Oh,
Oh,
you good, Gummy?
I completely forgot that I have ender pearls in my inventory if I really want to get up.
At this point, what even is there necessarily surprised if people have ender pearls in their inventory? How many there are?
It's
The whole
They're so uncommon in this server, though. Like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. You know, you have to really go to your way to find them.
That is my campaign, and that's all this. If you were in the voice chat for the entire time, that's my campaign. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to add and change and fix about the area.
Yeah. I definitely agree with a lot of the stuff you've said.
Thank you. Elle, do you want a campaign, or because I think we're both on the same page.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if in the case of Finn does get rid of the warps for jailing circumstances, I will try to get the rails going. I looked over there and I realized that it's like not even close to being done.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna certainly be making a case for warping. However, considering the fact that unlike Chaos Hero, we've been spending a lot of our time focusing on making it more of a role-play-ish server. Not like entirely a role-play. That's bullshit. They say something like that. But it's not like, you know, but it's a lot more connected in terms of how people communicate to each other. So it's not like you know, we're all in on the capitalism shtick. We're all in on the mayoral shtick. We're all in the cities and all that, right? So I could probably implement some kind of like rule that, you know, if you're under these conditions, you're not allowed to use warps, right? And if you do that, then we'll just like I don't know what we'll do. I don't know if it's going to be strict or anything, but
I do agree with that, mostly just because people, including myself, have been getting very comfortable with the warping system.
Yeah. Given the warping system is not entirely legit, sure. Like it's a teleport system, for Christ's sake, right? But you know, it's very useful though, right? It gets rid of a lot of that hassle. So
but if we all have elytras and ways of getting around, it couldn't be necessary.
Yeah, I suppose.
other SMPs and survival world just are fine without them.
Yeah.
Just
It's
makes our life
whatever.
easier.
It's whatever.
What did I walk in on?
We're talking about warps and stuff like that.
Yes, indeed we are.
I was just making deals.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I am gonna go work out a business deal with Finn about pumpkins for my cafe.